On a frigid, fog-laden evening, Dr. Elaine Mercer navigated the narrow, twisting road to the old morgue at the town's forgotten edge. A sense of dread weighed on her as she transported the body of an unknown man found earlier that day, half buried in the marshlands. The corpse bore deep, deliberate carvings, suggesting a dark ritual or sinister message. Upon arrival at the desolate morgue, Elaine pushed open the heavy creaking door and wheeled the body inside. The morgue, barely lit by flickering lights, seemed to absorb the weak illumination, creating an atmosphere thick with shadows. As she prepared for the autopsy, the only sound was the distant howl of the wind, almost human in its tone. As Elaine examined the intricate carvings, she felt a growing unease, as if merely observing them was an invocation. The room grew colder, her breath forming clouds in the air. A whispering started around her, words indistinct but insistently present. Ignoring her fear, she continued, noting the absence of decay on the body, unusual given the estimated time of death. As she leaned closer to inspect a particularly deep mark, the corpse's eyes snapped open, alive with a malignant intelligence. Elaine stumbled backward, her heart pounding as the corpse sat up. The morgue's lights flickered violently. In a voice that rasped like dry leaves, it spoke, "Why do you disturb the sleep of the forgotten?" Elaine, frozen in terror, could not respond. The creature swung its legs off the table and stood, towering over her. The carvings on its body began to glow with a dim, otherworldly light. It moved toward her, its movements jerky and unnatural, as if it were a puppet animated by some unseen force. "The marks are not for your eyes, mortal," it hissed. With each word, the temperature dropped, the air thickened. Elaine, driven by survival instinct, scrambled for the emergency exit, but her movements felt slow, encumbered by an unseen resistance. Just as she reached the door, the creature grabbed her, its touch ice-cold and paralyzing. Elaine screamed, but the sound was muffled, absorbed by the dense fog seeping into the room. "You seek knowledge that is not meant for you," it whispered, drawing her closer. Elaine felt the chilling touch of its hands seep into her very bones, her vision darkening as the morgue was consumed by an unnatural silence. The next morning, the police found the morgue locked from the inside. Breaking in, they discovered Dr. Mercer's frozen body on the examination table, her eyes wide open in terror. The corpse was nowhere to be found. On her chest, carved with surgical precision, were the same arcane symbols that had marked the body she had been sent to autopsy. The morgue was once again silent, the secrets of the unknown man and his sinister legacy left to linger in the shadows, waiting for the next unwary soul to uncover them.